Hi everybody, N5SIM here. Had a customer with a problem in a vehicle installation, and I kind of wanted to show you what happened, and I also wanted to show why it happened and kind of what to look out for. So here's the problem. It was this right angle connector here. Let's see if I can get some more light on the subject. There, it's this right angle connector. And if you notice on this right angle connector, you have a lot of space in between the ring and the body. And if you notice that, it moves quite a bit, which in itself is not a problem. You know, it tightens down onto the SO239 of the radio, and it's no problem. But when you see this in the connector, and I thought, how can this connector be bad? How in the world? It's a piece of metal that goes like that, right? Well, not so much. Here's what it is. Okay, this is how that's built. There is a separate piece right here, which is the center of the PL259. Then the center of the SO239 in the angle is that pin there, and that moves back and forth. So here's what happens. You take this and you shove it into there, and the machine compresses the top down in, so you get this look. But in this situation, the joint between the two became loose because it's just compression fitted, not very hard either. It's a small little bit of compression fitting, and it becomes loose between that pin and where that's supposed to be touching that pin. This is a little insulator so it doesn't ever short out on the bottom. So a very poor design, especially if you're using any kind of power, because once that becomes loose or gets dirty, something happens to it, you have problems. Very, very bad. So what kind of right angle should you use? Well, this right angle right here, you know, this kind with this kind of a loose head like that on it in the ring, these are the cheap eBay, you know, probably $1 a piece or something or less, who knows, right? But the one you should be getting is the one that's a lot more like this one here. This one is actually, and I took the Dremel and I cut one apart because, and let me show you how this works. That piece and this piece, it is right there, it threads in and tightens. And then they slide, I don't know how they manufacture it, but this piece goes over the top and comes together, and you've got one nice solid piece in between there. I mean, it's not one piece, it's two, but it's threaded together nice and tight. Could it come loose? Yeah, but being as how this is very tightly put in there, I didn't want to scratch this up too bad when I tried to take it apart, and it was tight, so you can't get it out. So how do you know between junk like that and something good like this? Well, number one, you're going to have something, if it's a real good connector, it's going to say something, and let's see if we can see this. I don't know if you can see that. It says Amphenol, and it's stamped into the case. That is a high-quality connector. I don't know if you can see that. Do I have another one here? That was a T connector. But anyway, it'll say Amphenol on it, and you'll buy it as an Amphenol, and it's going to cost you quite a lot more than the cheapy, you know, eBay Chinese kind, but it's going to be a high-quality connector, probably even better than that one. But another way to know is take a look at this. There's no space in between the head. That's not loose in there. If you look at this one, go back over here and grab it, this is very loose, and you can tell by looking into that gap that there's two pieces in there. And you don't want that. You want this real nice, solid one piece, and that is then threaded into that piece there. Makes a really nice connection, and you just don't have problems with it. So, want to buy a cheap connector? Yeah, you can, but when your finals go out because you've got a bad connection and you pay hundreds of dollars to get your radio fixed, or you have noise in your receiver and just don't know why you're not hearing people far away, there's your problem right there. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. It was kind of fun, something to do on a Saturday morning. And please go to the page here and click subscribe and so you can get updates on the videos. And believe me, we're going to make a lot more videos. They're going to be a lot nicer and very informative in the future here very soon. Thanks. See you all later.